Manchester United's midfield rebuild has become the club's top priority heading into the new season. For years, the club's engine room has been a weak point, with opponents repeatedly exploiting the space between defence and attack. The board and the recruitment team have clearly identified this as priority number one, and recent signings reflect a deliberate shift in strategy rather than reactive spending. This transfer window looks different from previous ones. United are no longer just buying big names for marketability. Instead, the recruitment approach now centers on specific playing profiles. They are targeting players in that prime 21 to 26 age bracket who fit a high-pressing, direct transition system. This marks a departure from the marquee signing strategy that dominated United's transfer business over the past decade, where reputation often outweighed tactical fit. Before we go further into the transfer details, here's something worth noting. This channel, Final Whiz, is built entirely around breaking down United's business with facts, not speculation. If you want every transfer update, every tactical shift, and every major decision explained clearly and honestly, hitting subscribe helps this channel keep doing exactly that. A like on this video and a comment with your own take on United's transfer business go a long way in supporting independent football coverage like this. Recent data comparing United's midfield recovery numbers to their top four rivals shows the extent of the gap the club is working to close. This statistical shortfall has shaped recruitment conversations at Carrington, with recruitment staff prioritizing defensive solidity and ball-carrying ability over flair alone. Reports suggest United are continuing to negotiate for additional midfield reinforcements as the transfer deadline approaches, though these remain unconfirmed at this stage and should be treated as developing stories rather than finalized deals. If United manage to pull off another high-profile midfield deal before deadline day, it signals a massive statement of intent for the upcoming season. The club's recruitment team has reportedly moved away from short-term fixes toward building a midfield unit capable of sustaining performance across a full 38-game Premier League campaign. Whether this results in further signings before the window closes remains to be seen, but the intent behind the strategy is already clear from the profile of players being targeted. Shifting attention to the forward line, Marcus Rashford's situation remains one of the most closely watched storylines at the club. After a period of loan speculation and reported interest from clubs abroad, Rashford has returned to pre-season training at Carrington. His immediate role within the squad, however, has not been publicly confirmed by the club, leaving supporters and analysts to weigh the possibilities based on his training, performances and match fitness heading into the new season. Rashford's attacking qualities are not in question. His pace on the counter and clinical finishing inside the box are elite. These attributes have historically made him one of the most dangerous forwards in the Premier League when fully fit and in form. However, consistency and tactical discipline have been the sticking points that have affected his standing within the squad over recent seasons, according to reports surrounding his situation. Club sources indicate that while United remain open to offers for Rashford should a substantial proposal arrive, the immediate focus is on getting him match fit and adapted to the demands of the team's new tactical setup. This suggests his future is not yet decided in either direction, with fitness and tactical adaptation serving as the determining factors in the coming weeks rather than a predetermined exit or renewed starting role. The broader point extends beyond just one player. United cannot afford passengers this season. Regardless of reputation or past performance, the tactical demands of the new setup require full commitment from every attacking player. Every forward will be required to work tirelessly off the ball, a requirement that applies to Rashford as much as any other forward in the squad, including newer signings competing for starting positions. On the tactical side, pre-season friendlies have revealed clear changes to United's approach under the current coaching setup. United are playing a much higher defensive line, compressing the pitch and forcing turnovers deep in the opposition half. This represents a significant shift from previous tactical setups, which often prioritized a deeper defensive block and reactive pressing rather than proactive ball-winning higher up the pitch. Several specific tactical patterns have emerged during these pre-season matches. The full-backs are stepping into central areas during possession to create overloads and prevent counter-attacks, a modern tactical approach used by several elite European sides to control possession while minimizing defensive transition risk. Build-up play has also become more vertical, with fewer side-to-side passing sequences and more direct passes designed to break defensive lines and progress the ball into advanced midfield areas. Pressing structure has changed as well. Instead of individual pressing, the team is hunting in packs when the ball is forced wide, a coordinated approach that requires disciplined positioning across multiple players, rather than isolated pressing triggers. This method places greater emphasis on collective organization, reducing the space opponents can exploit when United lose possession in advanced areas of the pitch. Pre-season has also served as an opportunity for academy players to make an impression on the coaching staff. Several young prospects from Carrington's academy setup have delivered performances during pre-season friendlies that have drawn attention from within the club. Don't be surprised if one or two of these youngsters force their way into the first-team bench rotation when the Premier League season kicks off, based on the level of performance shown during these early fixtures. Away from on-pitch matters, off-the-field developments have also generated significant discussion among supporters. In an effort to crack down on unauthorized ticket touting, the club recently suspended a number of season tickets, which sparked significant backlash from core fan groups and supporter trusts. This decision has become a point of contention between the club's administration and sections of the fanbase who felt the enforcement measures were too broad or lacked sufficient communication beforehand. The club has acknowledged the frustration expressed by supporter groups and stated that resolutions are being worked on ahead of the first Premier League home fixture at Old Trafford. Maintaining the stadium's traditional atmosphere, driven by loyal, long-term supporters, has been cited as a priority in addressing these ticketing disputes before the new season begins in earnest. Infrastructure development also continues behind the scenes at the club. INEOS and the board are pushing hard to raise United's facilities back to state-of-the-art global standards. This includes ongoing discussions around stadium redevelopment and modernization of training ground facilities, both of which are part of a broader effort to align United's operational standards with those of Europe's top competing clubs. Taken together, these developments point to a club making calculated moves across multiple fronts simultaneously. The transfer strategy reflects a shift toward tactical fit over reputation. The Rashford situation remains dependent on fitness and system adaptation rather than an immediate decision. Tactical setups during pre-season point to a more proactive, press-oriented style of play. And off-field issues, from ticketing disputes to infrastructure investment, show a club addressing both immediate fan concerns and long-term structural goals. Two questions remain central as the new Premier League season approaches. First, which position will prove most urgent for United to strengthen before the transfer window closes? Second, whether Marcus Rashford will feature as a starter when the season begins, or whether his role will be determined by performances in the final weeks of pre-season. If this breakdown helped make sense of everything happening around Manchester United right now, that is exactly the kind of coverage this channel exists to deliver. Final Whiz is built for supporters who want facts and analysis without unnecessary noise, and every subscriber directly supports that mission continuing. Subscribing means you will not miss the next transfer update, the next tactical breakdown, or the next major decision affecting this club. Take a moment to hit subscribe, drop or like on this video, and leave a comment with your prediction on how United's midfield rebuild and the Rashford situation will unfold. This channel exists because of viewers who care about this club as much as you do, and that support means more than numbers on a screen.